bad ever happens there. There's no crime. You leave your Rolex on you know, on the edge of the street, and it'll be there when you come back. No one's ever going to rob you. But now, unfortunately, the sheen and shine of Dubai as a tourist destination has been pierced, and people are losing their minds. We're seeing people like Andrew Tate absolutely melting down on Twitter or X, basically coping, saying the war's not real. He's literally in denial. I'm going to break it all down to you in this video and basically just explain to you why Dubai is kind of like, this kind of is like the beginning of the end for Dubai. And apparently these attacks are still continuing. We're hearing missiles being intercepted over the cities there, and it is just completely out of hand. Okay, so you've probably seen this footage that's been going around. This is the Dubai airport that was apparently struck by the Iranian missiles, and people were injured. It was pretty serious. It was pretty bad. So trigger warning, you're going to see some people in distress in this video, but fortunately I don't believe there were any kind of fatalities or anything like that. But this is raw footage from the scene of the airport after it was struck by missile fire. We're seeing people being evacuated from the airport. You know, there's just huge crowds of people, smoke inside the airport. You know, there's debris. It looks like there is genuine damage that's been caused to the airport in this footage. Thousands of travellers have been stranded.
On the tarmac like crazy, unloading all the baggage off the planes. I don't know what we're going to do. We haven't had any text messages. I assume we're going to have to check into a hotel somewhere. And then it's really annoying actually because we have got events, and I'm just like, what have we got next week? We've got meetings. I'm probably going to have to cancel them. We just don't really know anything. They've not communicated anything, but I suppose this is actually above airport staff now. Like, this is bad. But yeah, it's not been great. I feel like it's just been a waste of a day. Our baggage is, I don't know where it is. That's why we're still here waiting. But yeah, it's crazy. They're literally running around like little flies on the tarmac, unloading all the planes.
Guys, dito na kami sa labas.
So people are literally running for their lives inside the airport. It seems that you never would have thought. I mean, I've been to this airport, and you just could not imagine something like this ever happening, especially in Dubai. You know, a lot of people are kind of gloating and basically, you know, happy that all the influencers, some of the worst people the internet has to offer, are now suffering in Dubai. Now, I don't take any pleasure in that. I do think it's really unfortunate. You know, I've got friends that live over in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, and it is really scary. But this is serious. You know, it isn't a joke. Some people are downplaying the seriousness of this. There's other areas all across the city that are still being battered by falling debris and kamikaze drones that are still flying in trying to cause damage. Big explosion there. Pretty sure it's Iraq that posted that.
Oh my god.
That was the Sheraton. I believe that was the Fairmont Hotel on the Palm. That was exploded. It was hit by, I believe, a drone or a missile. It was on fire. You just couldn't imagine it. You know, the Palm it's a luxury, very, very luxury, high-end area of Dubai. A lot of very expensive properties there. A lot of very wealthy people there. And to see hotels on fire like this, you know, this is something people are never going to forget. I'm hearing that, you know, this could be massively affecting the property prices in Dubai. These luxury villas and apartments that are currently, you know, hot property over there might not be so hot going forward. And this could happen everywhere. I'm not trying to glow or rub salt in the wounds of anything, but I'm just trying to make people understand, you know, this is the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. I believe this too was targeted in an attack, and as you can see, there's an explosion there at the base. You really don't normally even, honestly, like, you know, the Middle East, obviously there's a lot of problems, and there's a lot of areas in the Middle East that have been war-torn over the years. You know, Iraq, Afghanistan, after 9/11, these were areas that, you know, weren't considered safe. But Dubai, places like Qatar, these were always, Saudi Arabia, these were places that were considered, you know, safe havens for Westerners to go and vacation, people with a lot of wealth to go and, you know, be. This one's, but I actually don't think that one was in Dubai. I think they're milking it. News.au. in it with that last. People saying influencers are packing their bags and heading to Thailand or Bali now. Okay, and it wouldn't surprise me. Millionaires thinking that they live in paradise say no when a third world country builds a military base on your land. Saying high-rise buildings are the biggest question mark for safety when the war started. Stay safe. Iran has nothing to lose. Dubai has a lot to lose. It is really interesting, right? So we saw, the attack on the Burj Khalifa. There was another apparent drone attack on the Burj Khalifa that was actually thwarted. This is Iran striking the Burj Al Arab, which is rumored to be some kind of 7-star hotel, one of the most exclusive and luxury hotels in the world. I did actually visit this hotel. I didn't stay there, but I think I went to the cafe there or restaurant or something many years ago. And this is the absolute lap of luxury. The idea that this is being attacked is and was unthinkable. Okay. People are shocked. People are asking if they're going to be launching some strikes. People are still thinking it's about Epstein files. Saying no longer a 5-star hotel. It was unofficially a 7-star, the only hotel of its kind. Maybe now it's been knocked down to 5. Now, Dubai have completely blacked out some of their buildings' lights to reduce visibility for incoming drone strikes. They're trying to move to defensive measures, but it really is too late. We're seeing basically the lights of the Burj Khalifa have actually been completely turned off to reduce its visibility for Iranian drones. Okay, to literally to dim their lights to avoid being attacked and bombed is insane. It is actually something that would have been unthinkable not too long ago. So unfortunately, this is dark times for Dubai. I can't imagine how the leadership in Dubai must be thinking about this, what they're thinking to do in response. I don't know how you can let this happen to your country without some retaliation, but I don't know how strong the United Arab Emirates, which Dubai is a part of, I don't know how strong their military is. People are saying turning out all the lights are quite effective, but then other people are saying shouldn't the drones have the exact GPS location of the building, though? This is saying a rich prince might fly his helicopter into the side of it. It's unfortunate. Now, there were some rumors going around that Donald Trump actually owned the hotel that was attacked, but I believe this has actually been debunked, and Trump doesn't actually own this hotel. But they were basically saying that Trump actually owned this property and he was gifted it by the ruler of the UAE. I don't believe that that's actually true, and I think that there is no proof that Trump actually has any plan to build on that property or own that property. Okay, now unfortunately there's a lot of tourists that have been caught in the crossfire, and people have been vlogging and TikToking their experiences on the ground. And again, some of the most annoying, irritating influencers you can imagine are currently caught in the crossfire here. And I'm not trying to make light of it or say that it's funny that sort of your very typical influencers are caught up in such a serious situation, but this stuff is going viral everywhere, and at least for some people it is actually giving them a whole new wave of content.
Sure, but seeing this in Dubai is not really a good sign, is it? I mean, like, where are they going? Is this normal?
The United States is attacking someone again.
So either Donald Trump is arriving or we're getting attacked. I'm not really sure, but seeing this in Dubai...
So they're seeing, big formations of military helicopters. They're not sure if it's a Trump visit or if it's, the UAE sending out an attack to Iran. It could be the case. You got people that are taking shelter and explosions going on. Look at this one.
Shit, look, that there, look. Missile. There, bro, left. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Did you see that? That was like 3. Stress scrolling. That stresses me out. Just scroll, bro. Just scroll. Just fucking scroll. It'll all go away. It'll all go away. Just scroll. Just fucking scroll.
The people are stress scrolling now. That's now what they're doing.
Like, I can't explain how close that is. That's like, it looks like it's a couple hundred meters away.
Who do you think you want to be today?
So the influencers are truly under fire. No villa is safe. And, people are just broadcasting their experiences in Dubai. Some people are upset. Some people seem to be actually reveling in it. He's posted more explosions in Dubai. Day 2 is a follow-up.
Yeah, behind us. Right, we've literally just been to the apartment to get, like, passports and clothes and stuff. Another missile's just been intercepted literally there. We've got what we need if we need to go somewhere. What was that? There's loads above us. There's like 3. 1, 2, 3 around there. I know, that's so bad. increasing.
Now, there are a lot of influencers, people that I know. Shout out to Bouncer, is one of the biggest sort of UK media YouTuber from the kind of hip hop sphere. He's in Dubai. He's been posting about it, and he's actually been saying, apparently, okay, he's saying that he's not really supposed to be posting about what's going on anymore. Apparently, some people are actually might be getting in trouble for posting about what's going on in Dubai.
Dubai just issued out a statement. And they're stating anyone that is a UAE resident that has a visa, anyone that's spreading or posting anything to do with Dubai, like in terms of the missiles, whatever's going on in Dubai, if it's not from a verified source, meaning the government, if it's not from a verified source posting it, know what you are doing, because they're saying, Akhi, you could face a minimum of 1 year in prison, 100k dirham, 100,000 dirham fine. I had 2 videos up. I'm just letting you know. They just issued it out like 11 hours ago. The 2 videos are gone. They're gone. This is why I say to you guys in the UK, you lot have a freedom of speech. Some of you lot can go to, literally, you can go to the police station and just start filming and bad up the officers. In America, you lot can say whatever you want. See certain other parts of the world, you can't speak certain times, bro. There's certain things you can't say. Certain things you need to know what not to say. Don't think you can go out like, I want to speak once and then all of a sudden you're never seen again for the next 10 years. Do you know what I mean? You have to be selfish ready. You have to think of yourself. But look, obviously there's certain other areas I want to speak about, but I never speak about Dubai anyway. Like, I don't do, whenever there's madnesses over here or whatnot, alleged fake madnesses, not real madnesses, I just trigger warning, just saying. But anyway, I never talk, I don't do all of that because I know how techie it is over here. I actually know how techie, but I'm just letting you lot know. Yeah, man. You won't be seeing no full breakdown videos. I could have done the maddest full breakdown videos, but you're not seeing that. And then I'm all doing videos here thinking, yo, Aki, where man is man's half good. The man's hearing 3. Boom, boom, boom. Man, them's waking up, bro. Man had to go to the roof. You get me? But that just, it's just a truck. It's a truck. It's a truck there, man. That's it, man. It was just a truck. You get me? Crash. Just letting you lot know, guys. But anyway, don't worry, man. I'll give you some updates. But yeah, it is a madness, man. It's madness.
So he's saying that they're now issuing censorship warnings. You can't even talk about it. You're not supposed to post it. And this is exactly what I mean when I say Dubai's finished. Because this is so dangerous and damning for their tourism. This is so destructive to the perfectly manicured image of what the country is supposed to be, that they're now saying that the influencers that are all over there making content, making their money in their gas, they're posting day 2 of the rocket attacks, can't do that no more. They don't want people knowing what's going on over there. They're saying only official sources can post about it. Shout out to Bouncer, that's my mate, but also you can see like, he don't even want to talk about it. He had to say at the end, I heard booms in the night. It was just a truck crashing outside. Okay. You're not even allowed to talk about it anymore. And this is the problem. So all these influencers in Dubai that are freaking out, and I'm going to show you some of the most flagrant examples in a minute, right? They can't even talk about it. They can't even be honest. And you're seeing a lot of people saying Dubai's still the safest place in the world. It's just a little missile. Shout out. Thank you to the government for stopping all the rockets. They're so good. It's still safer than England. You guys are under an oppressive regime and you're not going to be able to be honest about what's going on. It's very, very unfortunate that this is what you're being subjected to. Now, there's more stuff going around. Okay, another post been removed, but don't worry, I got a backup. So this is the post, and this just goes to show you how rampant the censorship is already, all right? Somebody posted this image to Damn That's Interesting on Reddit, and it says, Dubai roads are empty this morning. No cars on the roads. It's a ghost town. Everybody's scared, right? Removed. They've removed it. You're not even allowed to talk about it. You can't even talk about how damaging these strikes have actually been. I'm not condoning them at all. I think it's absolutely horrible. But clearly what's going on is that Iran actually wanted to damage the shine of Dubai's safe image, and they've clearly been successful. You can't even talk about it anymore. People saying it looks spooky, right? Government told them to stay home. They don't want you to know what's going on. It looks like a desert there. They weren't planning to get bombed. People saying perfect for a nice drive. I don't know if you're going to be able to be... People saying it's got too real for all the influencers living there, right? I'm constantly seeing posts from foreigners and say Dubai PR agents constantly posting about how life is just normal there. None of the Emiratis are visible anywhere, which is surprising. Okay. Everybody's lying low. Everybody's staying out the way. And there clearly apparently is a concentrated effort to keep what's going on under wraps, most likely because the government are scared of how this is going to affect tourism. And that's exactly what Iran wanted. And unfortunately, it is what it is. It's going to work.
They knew exactly what's happening right here in UAE and Dubai. I'm sure you've seen a lot of footage on internet, a lot of videos of drones, missiles coming up in Dubai and hitting some buildings. You should know that most of the videos that you've seen are fakes. Fake news, fake videos. The word doesn't stop. I just came out of a country.
Imagine if you'd gave me hella right away. We probably could have.
Country in the world. So what?
Oh yeah. The videos are fake. It's the safest country. Okay, yeah, sure.
What's happening? Actually, maybe half of the world is happy with the situation because they're saying, oh, you see, you moved to Dubai, the safest country in the world, and you see what's happening. You left Europe to move to Dubai, and you see what's happening. What's happening? And the fact are that 137 missiles have been sent by Iran to reach the US based army, because they don't try to reach Dubai. They don't try to attack citizens of Dubai. They don't try to attack UAE. They try to attack the US based army here in the region. So what happened on 137 missiles sent till now, the time I'm talking to you? All of them have been intercepted by the defense, the army of Dubai. So that means it proves.
They're saying all the missiles are being intercepted. So that hotel that was on fire, that was just a coincidence, yeah?
Us one more time that we are one of the safest countries in the world, and we are able to handle this kind of situation. I'm not saying war outside. You should take a deep breath, relax, calm down, because all my family is calling me, and I'm sure in your side for the ones living in Dubai it's the same. So yeah, it's a bit scary because we listen some noise. But the defense here is strong. The army is strong. The country is strong. So please don't check all the fake news on internet. Most of them that you are checking are fake. Focus.
It's funny how like people always spreading fake news, always be calling other things. Don't believe all the fake news and all the videos that you've seen and everything that's going on. It's completely safe. Nothing's happened. Every missile's been intercepted. Are you sure, Jum?
Focus on the real social medias from the government. They are sharing real news.
Oh yeah, so only the government is sharing real news yet. Okay. Got you.
And so we can stay on the safe side. And yes, one more thing before I forget. I will stand with UAE and Dubai till the end. Even if I'm a citizen here, I'm not born here. I've been here since 9 years. This country is my country. And I'm happy to be here. And I'm happy also to say the truth is it's one of the safest places in the world till now. Even with what's happening right now, they are just showing us that they're able to handle this kind of situation, and that we are safe.
Anybody talking about right now this is the safest place in the world is just lying to your face. Okay, it's insane. It's just insane. It's just insanity. It's not. It's just not true. Now, I'm going to show you a bunch of posts from X that are really interesting that'll give you more context to this that I thought were interesting. So this is a post, and this is from yesterday. It says, why striking Dubai is devilishly genius. It's all about cost and benefit. Israel has been under constant missile and rocket attacks for 40 years. They don't care. US bases in the region are prepared to deal with these attacks. Dubai is not at all prepared, and its population has no stomach for a prolonged campaign. 2 to 3 days of this, and there'll be widespread panic in Dubai. We've seen it. Meanwhile, UAE has great leverage over Trump. Remember all of those Trump coins, personal investments, and donations to the Wall of Peace? Striking Dubai makes it very costly for Trump to keep the war going, and Iran is a cornered beast. They don't care about future relations with the UAE. For the UAE, this is damage control. They need the attacks to stop now, and they can't prioritize revenge or political motives, or they will push Trump. So they will push Trump to end the war very quickly. Okay, I think that's interesting. But here's the thing, all right? The Iranian military, all right, and the Iranian military monitors, they're laughing in the face of Dubai. This was yesterday. They posted a video of one of their bombs going off in Abu Dhabi, and they flipped the script on them. They said, Habibi, we came to Abu Dhabi. That's a famous catchphrase talking about Habibi, come to Dubai. Then they came to Abu Dhabi, and they blew shit up, right? That is the sphere that they're trying to strike into the country, okay? There's another video coming around that basically... actually, no, that's not in Dubai. My bad. So there's basically more videos going around of sort of different places that are basically under attack, you know, different incidents, explosions, things like that. But of course, the big man himself, okay, Mr. Dubai, Mr. Matrix Attack, Andrew Tate, he has been a massive advocate for Dubai, and he is absolutely melting down, okay? He's saying it's a fake war, it's not even real. Let's listen to what nonsense this guy says. He's having a meltdown, okay, because he's been posting a bunch of stuff. And he just cannot keep it together. He knows it's over with. And as we're going to find out in a minute, apparently he's got kids, one of his little side families where he's got these little kids that he likes to hide from everyone. Apparently they're in Dubai. He's sweating right now, but it's not a real war. It's not a real war. It's not a real thing. It's make-believe, just like the charges against him. Listen to this. It is absolutely hilarious.
Anybody who remembers the Iraq War remembers the videos of Baghdad when a real war begins. That hasn't happened. That hasn't happened in Dubai. Hasn't happened in Tehran, and it certainly hasn't happened in Tel Aviv. A real war would see Tehran currently in a smoke on the outskirts and a bunch of people pointing at it. You call that a fucking war? That's not a war.
So he's saying because we're not seeing the exact same scenes that we saw in the Iraq War, that all of Tehran is not on fire. The new era of military conflict, they're using precision drone strikes. They're using, you know, allegedly Palantir technology. They're locating people. They located the Ayatollah exactly where he was and blew him up. They knew exactly where he was. They don't need to burn the whole city to the ground. This isn't the Iraq days. We've got different technology. They've got AI. They've just signed a deal with OpenAI. They know exactly. They don't need to do that. They don't need to burn all of Tehran down. They did exactly what they wanted to do. And he's saying it's not a real war.
What this is theatrical. This is the reorganization of internal Iranian divisions. There's a huge divide inside of Iran. A lot of people want the leadership to fall. A lot of people are actually pro-America, pro-West. And this is just a simple global repositioning because the people in charge have to save face and the people who are not in charge are trying to gain power. And this is a repositioning on the global stage for Iran to become a country which is no longer a threat to the West, so the West can focus on China. This is a play. This is an act. Why is Tel Aviv not on fire? Why is there the odd plume of smoke here, the odd little drop of fire over there? Same thing with Tehran. Why? Yeah, Dubai shot down interceptors. Yes, some of them have fallen. Yes, there's a few fires here and there.
Oh, there's a few fires here and there. Dubai shot down a couple things. It's still not real. It's a Matrix attack. This guy's just spewing nonsense. And the cope is insane. And as we're going to see from the next videos that I'm going to show you, he is losing his mind.
I'm not saying nobody has died. Of course, less people have died than have died from drug overdoses or crime in the West. So it's still a safer place to be. But if you think this is...
He's saying so. He said, because less people have died in like 2 days of drone strikes than people have died of drug overdoses in the West, it's a safe place to be. Listen to this nonsense.
The real war. And you don't understand that this is bullshit. That is going to be over in 48 hours so that everyone can stand around and talk about the war that happened, talk about the bombings that happened, decide that we need new policies regarding oil, that we need new policies regarding the Red Sea and the Houthis, and we need to change the shipping lanes, and we need to make sure that the regime falls in this place, and that Benjamin Netanyahu can say how important it is for him to get billions of more dollars from America. If you think this is a real war like what happened in Iraq, you're a dummy. Study the videos of the beginning of the Iraq War in 2003, and look at the videos that are coming out of these countries now. I thought Iran and Israel are at war. I see fucking campfires and the odd plume of smoke. This is bullshit. This is a play. None of this is real. Dubai is still safe. Tel Aviv is still safe. Tehran is still safe. A deal has been done. Everyone has agreed to do certain things so that everybody can save face and everybody is happy with the end result, just like last time. So Iran is striking a whole bunch of empty American military bases with no one on them.
So he's saying they've made a deal behind the scenes so everybody's happy. They're striking empty military bases for show. You think the Ayatollah, the Khomeini, you think that was a deal? Just blow me up. I'll be happy with that. It's all show. It's all theater. This guy is just always spewing nonsense. He's always just challenging people's reality, and it's hilarious cope.
A couple of missiles get shot down, and those interceptors cause fires inside of Dubai. Yes, it's true. That is happening. A couple of Stupid buildings on the outskirts of Tehran and the outskirts of Tel Aviv are going to get set on fire. And
a couple stupid buildings got set on fire on the outskirts of Tehran. It's all fake. Like, do you believe any of this?
2 days from now, Emirates Airlines is going to be flying people first class to Five Palm to party next to a pool just like before. And if you think this is a real war, you don't understand how the world works. Anybody?
I don't think he understands how the world works, to be honest with you. This was a tweet that made me laugh from Antonio Brown, all right? Oh, I guess he stole it from somebody else, but somebody posted, moved to Dubai for a tax shelter, and now I'm in a bomb shelter. Sounds about right. So here's another video, all right? He started this off by saying a slur, so I've skipped that, thankfully. Hopefully he doesn't say it again. But I guess that's how he gets people's attention these days. But he's saying Dubai's here to stay. When Andrew Tate says Dubai's here to stay, that starts to make me think, I think it's over with. I think it might actually be over with. Okay, I don't know. Let's hear what you have to say. But the fact that he's feeling the need to absolutely spam posts talking about Dubai's here to stay, it's here to stay. That last post, there was snow behind him. He ain't even in Dubai. He's coping.
Over it. Stop crying. Stop worrying about Dubai. Oh, the bombs are coming. The bombs. Let me just give half of my money away because I'm worried about a couple little bombs. What kind of pussy are you? You want to get rich or not? Rich or not? I'm going to give German government half my money because I'm worried about a bomb. You're more likely to get fucking stabbed to death by some random Germany anyway. You know that. I know that. What are you scared of some little bomb for? Just catch it. Bro, wait till I'm back. I wish I was there right now live streaming. I'm so mad they've closed the airspace. I can't get in. I just catch it like a baseball. Just throw it away. Fuck off. You ain't bombing me. I ran. Get the fuck out of here. Top G, you ain't bombing me. I'm coming back to Dubai, and all you fucking LATAM losers. Ooh, Paraguay also has no tax. In Paraguay, of course has no tax, has no fucking money. Of course has no tax, they haven't got fucking nothing. Got roads, banks, no baddies, nothing. You're over there fucking going on a date with some six with no manicure, little boy hands, no manicure, no Chanel. I met her, she's really nice.
I mean, look, he does go out with some funny quips sometimes, but the cope is insane. Look how raging he is, right? He's saying he's going to go back there. As soon as he can go back there, he's going to go back there. He's going to sort it all out. He's going to save everyone.
Some dirty Mexican. The fuck? You can't compare that shit to Dubai. Dubai is the fucking heart of luxury. A couple bombs don't change nothing. Every time bombs drop, bros. Dubai's here to stay. I need to get the fuck back. Open your airspace. I'm stuck in Kazakhstan. We're gonna open the airspace. Top G's coming back. Iran ain't gonna fucking touch me. I'll catch all the drones with my bare hands. We're gonna fix all this. Dubai's here to stay. Watch.
So he's talking all of this nonsense and he's stuck in Kazakhstan. That's why he's pissed. That's why he's salty. So this was pretty crazy footage. This was actually apparently an Iranian drone that was targeting the Burj Khalifa, and I believe this was actually hit by missile defenses. But if you look sort of around here, you're going to see this drone try and hit the building, and I think it does get blown up before it actually makes impact. Look at this. It's coming in.
It's gonna be fair.
So that seems like they're intercepting it, and obviously now we know that they've turned all the lights off to try and stop it happening again. This was a pretty hilarious tweet. This was one day before the bombing started, right? This ex-Premier League footballer, he said the UK is going one way, downhill. He moved to Dubai with his family, and he said he'll never return because he fears for his children's safety in Britain. Whoops. Whoops. And it's saying, first thing that's made me laugh since my uncle died. That's hilarious. So this is some more footage of the strike on the airport. And as you can kind of see the plume of smoke, we saw sort of the interior of what appeared to be this attack. And now we're kind of seeing from the outside just how much damage has been caused. I guess you can't share this in Dubai. So this is a tweet that kind of summarizes how I feel about Dubai right now. I think this is interesting. It says, Dubai spent 30 years and billions building their brand, and Iran just destroyed it in 24 hours with just a few drones. The buildings will be repaired in weeks, but the photo of smoke inside the DXB Terminal 3 will live forever. Brand is a promise, and tonight that promise is broken. So in all fairness, all right, Dubai and Abu Dhabi, they're trying to do right by the people. But again, this just goes to show just how much trouble their tourism industry is in. This is being shared. It says Abu Dhabi is straight up class right now. The government just told hotels, keep the stranded guests comfortable, extend their stays, and we will cover every extra night and meals, no charge to them. All because of the flight chaos from the regional mess. That's some real hospitality flex. Props to DCT Abu Dhabi for looking after people first. That's all well and good, but if Iran do this for months and months and months, what are you going to do then? And that just goes to show you how worried they are about the damage to their international reputation as a tourist destination, because you're doing anything you can to try and clean it up for people, right? So this is another interesting post that's going around. This is showing people in Dubai, tourists that are being forced to spend the night on mattresses in hotel basements and parking garages as the city faces ongoing strikes. It says guests at the 5-star Five Palm Hotel in Jumeirah, and that's where Andrew Tate just said that everybody would be partying in a few days. Doesn't look like much of a party there right now. They told a Russian outlet Shot that they are being woken in the middle of the night and evacuated underground, and hundreds of sleeping spots have been set up on lower levels and in parking areas with food and water distribution points. Many are sleeping on mattresses with small children. Air raid alerts are being sent to smartphones, and authorities are urging people to take shelter over fear of further attacks. This is not what you expect when you lock in for your Dubai vacation. And so here we can see a bit more of Andrew Tate's real feelings coming out, right? It's been reported that he actually has children and family that are currently in Dubai, and he says, I haven't evacuated anyone. I guess he can't, but this just goes to show why he is having such a meltdown about this.
I have children in Dubai. I have family in Dubai, and I've not evacuated anyone. Because I'm betting with my own flesh and blood that in 2 days, this crap will be gone. Now, if I'm wrong and it escalates and gets really bad, then I was wrong. I'm not CENTCOM Central Command. I don't know. I'm just looking at what makes sense to me.
So he says he is gambling with his own flesh and blood that this will be over in 2 days, and if it's not, he's wrong. Imagine that's your provider. So there's another interesting breakdown here. It says the UAE is the most leveraged country on earth, and almost nobody understands why. 80% of its population are foreign nationals, 10.4 million people who hold passports that say India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Philippines, Egypt, Britain, somewhere else. They're not citizens, they're residents, and they chose to be there because the risk-adjusted size of return on their lives was positive. Better jobs, no income tax, safety. The entire economic model of the UAE is a value proposition, and that value proposition has a denominator called security that just went to zero. Emirates, the world's largest international airline, has just suspended all flights indefinitely. Etihad suspended until Monday. Singapore Airlines cancelled its Dubai service through March 7th, and the United Airlines through March 4th. More than 1,800 flights were cancelled on Saturday alone, and another 1,400 on Sunday. Dubai International Airport, which handled over 127 million passengers last year, is dark. A CNN-verified video from inside the terminal shows a passenger in a blood-spattered shirt being told to go home. The UAE Ministry of Education has moved all schools to distance learning through Wednesday. Sharjah Airport is shut. Abu Dhabi Airport took a direct hit that killed a Pakistani national and wounded 7. The UAE confirmed its air defenses intercepted 137 ballistic missiles and 209 drones. 14 drones were not intercepted. Their debris fell on residential neighborhoods, hotel facades, port facilities, and according to multiple reports, a shopping center in Sharjah. Here's what matters. When France gets bombed, the French stay because it's France. When Ukraine gets bombed, the Ukrainians stay because it's Ukraine. When the UAE gets bombed, the 10 million people who make up 80% of its population have a decision to make, and that decision has a very short fuse. The country where nearly 9 in 10 residents can leave is not a nation in the traditional sense. It's a special economic zone with a flag. The moment that value proposition inverts, the population does not resist, it withdraws. This is not a war of attrition, it's a bank run on a country. The deposits are human and there is no deposit insurance, and the withdrawal window just opened. Schools are closed, airports are closed, flights are cancelled through next week. The residents of the world's most ambitious urban experiment are sitting in an underground parking garage because Dubai has no bomb shelters. Nobody models a bank run until it starts. Okay? It is a nightmare. And this is the last thing I'm going to show you in the category of hilarious Andrew Tate cope. Okay, he's just posted, I just got an offer to buy one of my houses in Dubai at distressed pricing, and it's double what I paid 3 years ago, laughing emoji. And when I sell it, when I sell it, so you're going to sell, he's going to leave. He is going to leave, and he's going to move his family out there. He's going to keep having this meltdown for another day, and then he's going to sober up, and he's going to say, what the hell am I doing? He says, when I sell it, 0% tax, not a penny. So much for Dubai being over. Literally the last place on earth to make money now. Crime or losers, right? let's not do that. But look, okay, I think this is really interesting. I feel like the sheen of Dubai has unfortunately been pierced by these rocket attacks, and it is only going to get worse from here. No flights are going out there, so people can't leave, but you can guarantee when those flights open up, a lot of people are going to hot tail it out of there. A lot of these Westerners, they're rich, they're successful, they're pampered, they're not used to this, they can't put up with this, they can't handle this kind of heat. And I think it is just going to get worse and worse, unfortunately. I've had a good time in Dubai. I do think that this is really bad news. I think that Iran are in the wrong. I'm not saying Dubai has done anything wrong, but I do think that they now have a problem on their hands that might be unfixable. People aren't going to forget these experiences. Everybody that's living in Dubai is not going to forget how this went down. They're not going to feel safe. The days of leaving a bunch of cash on the street and seeing if anybody takes it for a whole day and it's still there because the place is so safe. That's all well and good, but if you can't be secure that you're going to be able to sleep in your own bed without a drone hitting your building, without being evacuated to an underground parking lot to sleep on a hastily purchased mattress, that's just, yeah, you're not going to recover from that. So I'm going to keep track of the situation. I'm going to report on this a little bit more as time goes on. But yeah, I think Dubai is in real big trouble right now, and it is only going to get worse. So, you know, prayers up for the people of Dubai. Definitely don't take any pleasure in what's going on there. I've had a really good time when I visited Dubai, but I do think that Iran, unfortunately, they did hit them exactly where it hurts. And this is definitely going to create a very, very big economic problem that, you know, I don't know if they've got a strategy or a playbook for dealing with this. No one ever thought this was possible. I never thought this was possible. I always felt Dubai was safe. I couldn't have ever imagined something like this ever happening. It seemed like that country in the Middle East that just seemed immune to these kind of geopolitical kerfuffles, let's say. So anyway, let me know what you thought of this video. I'm going to be back with another video. I've got a quick little...
The hand of heaven is here. Show some respect. Heaven has its merits, but I much prefer the field of battle.